but actress Amy Walsh is enjoying getting stuck into a brand new storyline that sees her play Tracy in a whole new light. After her past life as a prostitute was uncovered, she's been trying to win David, played by Matthew Wolfenden, back round. But little does she know that he's been a bit of a naughty boy with one of her friends, until now. What will Tracy do when she uncovers the truth? Here, 31-year-old Amy, whose sister is former Girls Aloud star Kimberly Walsh, fills us in. Everything seems to be unraveling around Tracy at the moment. It all seems to be going so terribly wrong for her. She's a strong woman. She is broken, but after she finds out about Layla and David, she puts on a brave face, trying to get on with her life. But she's very deeply sad. She thought she had her life worked out and that David was the best thing that ever happened to her. Now she's lost it all. Her life is massively different. It's all slipped away from her. So before she finds out the truth, Jacob tries to come and tell her. Yeah. He wants Tracy to know the truth, but he holds back because she says she's going to speak to him anyway. But David's quite dismissive when she goes to talk to him because he's hiding the fact that Priya's there at the house. So Priya's moved into the barn? Yeah. She's got nowhere to go and it's all very innocent, there's nothing romantic, but David's scared of telling Tracy because Tracy's always got a problem with David's exes being in the way. So Jacob's convinced that he needs to get Priya to move out so David and Tracy can get back together. So then what happens? When Tracy leaves David's, she sees Priya's shoes at the door, looks back through the window and sees them hugging, and she jumps to conclusions. He comes round the next day to talk and she confronts him about his ex, which makes him think she knows about Layla. So he says sorry and says it was a massive mistake, and then the cat's out there bag and her whole world crumbles. Do you think this means that's it for them? There's always hope it won't be. I love working with Matthew and I love the dynamic of the two characters together, but it's a big deal and it can't be swept under the carpet. For so long he made her feel ashamed about the prostitution thing. And actually the whole time he's done that to her with one of her friends. So the deceit and lying and the way he's made her feel, she's now like, no, I'm worth more than this. How are fans reacting? They've known for some time that he slept with Layla, and they've now seen that he's not being very supportive, so they're angry with him. She's getting a lot of sympathy from the viewers. I'm so glad that they showed her vulnerability when they wrote it. Have you been enjoying this storyline? I've loved it. I've loved getting my teeth into something, and it's probably the darkest thing I've done. I love doing all the emotional scenes and I love the depth of the character. She's feisty, funny, and she's got a real soul. Is there something positive for Tracy looking ahead? It's not all doom and gloom. Straight away she's like, I'm going to make something of my life. I don't need a man to carry me. So part of me hopes she'll be okay. But also, selfishly, I'd love to see her demise in terms of more drama. How do you unwind when you're not working? I try and squeeze in as much exercise as I can, so I go to the gym. I'll do yoga in between scenes as well just to chill me out. I'm also really into Thai massage at the moment, so I squeeze one of those in when I can as a treat. Plus, I've moved in with a couple of the girls from the hair and makeup department, so we're often off together shopping or going out for dinner or drinks. It's lovely. Do you work out every day? Yeah, I try to. We're lucky with our job because sometimes they're long days. But often you might finish at lunchtime and you'll have the afternoon to chill, so that's the perfect time to exercise. I try and work out 5 times a week if I can. I love it. I've started doing classes, which I never did before. Do you watch what you eat, too? I have to be careful because I've always struggled with keeping my weight down. But I'm glad of that now because my insides are probably healthier than they would be if I was eating chips all day. But I also love food and a glass of wine, so the exercise helps balance that all out. What is your best beauty secret? I never used to be into skincare, but I've really got into Tropic skincare, which is all natural, so looking after my skin as I get older has probably been one of the best things. You went to Charlie Webb and Matthew's surprise wedding. Was it amazing? Yeah, it really was. It was such a nice surprise and so nice to have so many people that were happy for them. So you thought it was Charlie's birthday party, weirdly. I had a thought about it a few months before because they said it was important that we all arrived at a certain time. But then I just thought that maybe Charlie didn't want people to miss the band. Matthew did a speech as if to say have a nice night and almost put the mic down and then picked it back up and was like, "Oh, one more thing. We're about to get married. Emmerdale is on weekdays at 7 p.m. on ITV, with an extra episode at 8 p.m. on Thursdays.